Today on the Platinum Patrol, the RathFr Nick submitted a replay of his game in a Masters tournament. Now, why he's in a Masters tournament, I have no idea, because as far as I know, he's gold, I think? Like 3,000 MMR, and Masters is what, like 5,200 or something like that? 5,000? So I'm not really sure why he's in a Masters tournament, which is probably why he sent us the replay. For all we know, there was one Masters player who just DC'd, and then everyone else left to fight out the tournament, because it's ranked. The tournament is based on who's the highest ranked person. It's a ZVZ. Alright. Well, who's gonna have more roaches? Let's find out. I predict that's where this is going. We already have 2 gas here from the RathFr Nick. I'm not sure if that's normal. Okay, yeah, that one was just for an extractor trick extra supply. Oh, it wasn't his extractor, that was this guy's extractor. He gas blocked in a ZVZ, and then he put down a spine by his other spine. I guess the RathFr Nick didn't see this spine crawler. Starts his own, but unfortunately starts it right in range of the other one. That was a mistake. This does not seem like the play. He does force a cancel. I feel like once there's a couple of queens, this gets a lot easier. Here comes the drones. This is really strange. I think the execution from the RathFr Nick could have been a lot better here, but for our opponent, the Lucivore, this is incredibly effective. He's got 6 lings, where 6 lings, actually, I thought this would be going much better. The RathFr Nick lost several drones there. We take a look, yeah, he lost 3 drones and a queen. That's not a small loss, but he does deny the spine crawlers, I guess. Pulling the drones lets him save the. Pulling the drones lets him fight with the Zerglings. It's enough. But the thing is here, he's just making 4 links. His opponent's macroing up. He's getting a natural. No, he's getting a lair. Sorry, not natural. And he's building a Baneling Nest. There's another spine down here. The spine rush continues. Now, I think the RathFr Nick will just have to realize what he needs to do here, and he needs to make something that can save him. He needs to realize a lair is coming. He realizes a lair is coming, he knows there might be mutas. Like, one muta kills everything. He's getting his own spine up now. This game has become very interesting. He's going to lose his natural. That is not a small deal. And we look at the worker count, he's down a worker. Or he's up 1 worker, but just 1 worker. Look how many lings are here. Oh, the broodlings. Broodlings trying to do their work. He could have sent the lings in with them. Alright, he's gonna try and burrow in range of this. Now the RathFr Nick, I think, is building a queen. That queen will help a lot. His opponent, the Lucivore, unable to macro during this. Neither of them building anything. Now these lings, alright, this burrow here was a little not great. The Banelings will be cancelled. Let's see what the Lucivore's follow-ups. I have no idea how that attack went so badly. He had like triple the number of Zerglings. I don't understand what just happened. But alright, I went back and checked. There's actually only double the number of Zerglings because the RathFr Nick morphed them in on the low ground. They ran up here. So I guess there was about double the Zerglings, but that really did not go well. And if we look back at the base of the Lucivore, he might actually now be behind. He never got this expansion, which I kind of thought he would do behind the aggression, or he would do better with the actual attack. But the Spire is coming, and the RathFr Nick's going to have to be ready for it. Because when those mutas arrive, and they're going to arrive, he has no anti-air defense. He's going for a Roach Warren. The question is, how many mutas can you really afford off 1 base? He's only banked up enough gas for 2 and doesn't have enough minerals for any. So if he wants to make these mutas, we should also point out he's supply blocked. So, you know, the planning here could have been better. Here comes a Banelings. The Baneling Zergling Micro. Let's see how this works. This is usually... Oh, there's a big hit. So now there's 3 Banelings. That spine is still zoning. Just saw that one Zergling get blasted into the atmosphere. The Queen's focusing down at Baneling. That's pretty good. The Zergling's focusing down too. Nice. And then this Baneling will connect. Now he needs to finish off these injured drones. Looks like he's trying to. Gets quite a few kills. But back over here, the RathFr Nick might scout the Spire. The Spire's only been able to produce one Mutalisk. Lucivore refusing to expand. He wouldn't be very good in the US military, because they have bases everywhere and he only has one. Now if we look here, it looks like their Baneling exploded. The RathFr Nick's not doing too bad. He is down on drones though, which could come into fact here, and he's also unable to deal with his Mutalisk. But with just one Mutalisk, honestly, the Queen should be fine, and now he knows there's Spore Crawlers going up everywhere. I guess not everywhere, one at each base. And let's just go through this a little quickly here. The one Muto comes across the map. Looks like it's zooming around. What will it find? And we're gonna follow. I should just use the follow command, but I honestly forgot the button. It's like Control-Shift-F or something. Maybe this will do it. Now let's watch this Mutalisk. It's Control-Shift-F, everyone. Now let's watch this Mutalisk. This Mutalisk. There's a second one. Let's watch this one though. They're flying around the base, looking for something to do. There's 3 Queens and 3 Spore Crawlers. These 2 are going to have a real tough time doing anything. They're joined by a 3rd Mutalisk, and honestly, there's not much for them to do. What we really need to see here from the Lucivores, he needs a base. Look at this base. He's just like putting all his buildings in a circle. It's like playing Artanis and Co-op Commanders because you only have that one pylon. You don't need more pylons, you just put down the one pylon, put everything in a circle. That's what this guy's doing. He does actually try to take a base, but at this point, the RathFr Nick has more work, or more Zerglings, and the Mutos aren't going to DPS them down fast enough, I don't think. Actually, it's going to be close. I think he could have gone for it. He's down to 168. Maybe he wouldn't have gotten it. But this is a really, really weak target now. +1 air weapons. I'm not sure if you can afford that, my friend Lucivore. I'm not sure that's the best plan either, even if you could afford it. So, here we have the Mutas again flying around. Let's just follow their flock for a little bit. They hunt down an Overlord. This is really where the action of the game is at. It's where these Mutas are. Because they're the ones who are going to dictate what's going to happen this entire game. If there's a chance for Lucivore to win, it has to be by making use of these. By making use of them, I don't mean hiding in a corner. That's the actual opposite of what I'm talking about. How long have they been here? Anyway, so they're going to fly around. Now, we'll take a quick break from them for a second, because I see something I want to look at, and it's right down here. There's the Roach attack coming in now. RathFr Nick built that Roach Warren earlier in the game we mentioned, and now he's got Roaches. They're going to cross the map. Lucivore just hanging out outside his natural. These are the least impactful Mutos I think I've seen in a long time. On the other hand, RathFr Nick also just hanging out here. We'll see if these dive in and go for some drone kills, but again, now there's 4 Spore Crawlers. This is really good coverage, too. Like, the best spot for a Muta attack would become right in here by this ramp, and then hit off this extractor probably, or maybe dive in on this drone, on these drones in the corner here. But instead, he's going to find the spores and go after the Overlords. Overlords won't be bad either. I don't know about this. This really is not the choice. There goes one Mutalisk. Don't be diving here. You're going to have to go back to your base team. Killing off the Overlords would be good. I don't know. You don't want to dive any farther. But then again, the RathFr Nick's distracted. His attack's not going on now. The Muta's coming in here, taking out all the Overlords. I'm not sure why the RathFr Nick had so many Overlords. I think he just lost 6. I think he just lost 6 Overlords. But, yeah. In the meantime, down here, we have the attack coming in here. And it looks like it will be held. The wall is filling in here. The Spore Crawler, and he just filled the wall. The wall's blocking him. Build the wall. Still, the Mutas come back, and they will clean this up. If we take a look, by the way, RathFr Nick earlier lost 8 Overlords. I don't know why he had 8 spare Overlords, because he was not supply blocked after that. But he was really planning on losing them, I guess. So this game's still going on somehow. The Mutalisk coming in here. Let's see if they do something. Now, there might be enough to dive on these Queens and then the Spore. There's the Queen. You might want to micro back the ones in here, but the Hydulisk come out of nowhere, and they take out another Mutalisk. Now, RathFr Nick has something that could hold on here. If we look back, though, Like I mentioned, Lucivore, he had 1 base, now he's got 4. He's all in or nothing, right? He's either no base or bases everywhere. And he's about to have twice as many as the RathFr Nick, and I'm not sure the RathFr Nick has anything to do about it. He's been behind basically this whole game until Lucivore decided he wanted to be behind and join in the being behind party. I'm not sure that that's a thing, but they both decided they wanted to be behind. RathFr Nick taking a 3rd. That's good, but if we look at the worker counts, somehow they're even. I'm convinced, by the way, that this is not a Masters player. This is one of those tournaments where the tournament's decided by the highest ranked player in the game, or in the whole tournament. Right? So there's one Masters player who got put into this tournament. Somehow he lost. Maybe he didn't show up, maybe he decided, well, maybe he got rushed and maybe he wasn't ready for the rush, didn't want to deal with it. Maybe he was playing a ladder game waiting for the tournament to start, you never know. So now we have probably 2 gold players in the finals. Also, I'm going to point out that there are, 14 Hydralisks here? These Hydralisks could just walk across the map. 17. They could walk across the map and do anything they wanted. These are Banelink cocoons though, right? No, those are just regular cocoons. Yeah, these 17 Hydralisks could go win the game right this second, and there's nothing that could be done about it. Look, there's the Mutalisk can't do anything. He only has Mutalisks. He literally only has Mutalisks. Now there's 4 Banelings. But he only had Mutalisks. And even the 3 Banelings, what is that going to do? They're just going to shot down. So the RathFr Nick could win the game right this second if he wanted to. But unfortunately, we're just going to have to speed this up and wait and see if he ever does it. Alright, Overlord across the middle map found the Mutalisks. Hydralisks move out to fight them. And let's just watch these Hydralisks for a little bit. Looks like the attack's coming in here. If we look on the left flank, the Mutalisks are joined up by Zerglings and actually quite a few Banelings now. There are Roaches with the Hydralisks. Now, the question is, do they know where each other is? This Overlord's going to spot for Lucivore, and he's probably going to come in for a big flank. The thing is, these Hydralisks don't have any upgrades, and Lucivore has upgrades. He's 1-1 on his Mutalisks for some reason, and then he has +1 on his ground units. Now, the big flank here, these Banelings rolling right into the middle. RathFr Nick microing back the Hydras as best he can. Tries to split, and gets blown out of the ground. Blown right off the ground by those Banelings. But now the Mutalisks are free to harass the Roaches, and that was a big blow. RathFr Nick lost an opportunity there when he waited. These Roaches aren't going to do anything. They're just going to get hunted down. Let's follow this. We'll speed it up a little bit so we don't have to keep watching forever. But they're going to fall. And there they all go. And now let's watch the Mutos. They're going to fly across the map. And on the way, here we go. Let's see. They're at RathFr Nick's base again. Spore colonies up. Well, Spore crawlers, rather. Not playing Brood War right now. And the Hydralisks come back out and they start shooting down, but there's enough Mutos to one-shot them. And with some good micro, you might be able to get some good value here, sniping all these Hydras from high ground. You can just dart in and kill these. I think the bounce might kill one too here, so we can dart in and get 2 kills for free. I guess it won't be free. He'll probably take Mutalisk losses in the meantime, but the RathFr Nick's so down on workers, and this guy has so many Mutalisks. There's like 16 Mutalisks. Actually, there's more than that. It's almost 20. He could fly in here, or here. Again, this spot still has not been reinforced. He has enough Mutalisks to do real damage here, and Lucivore back up in the game. This one's been quite back and forth, although almost all at the discretion of Lucivore deciding he wanted to have a back and forth. So right here, look at this. The Hydralisks and Lurkers. So we went from Roach Hydra to Hydra Lurker. Lucivore getting his 2/2/2 upgrades. RathFr Nick just still having the no upgrades. I guess he doesn't have. He has level 1 weapons for his ground units. He's gonna be out-teched very, very quickly here, and that will really be very telling, especially when you're on relatively even armies. But he's catching up on workers. I'm not sure how both these players, as Zerg, only have 41 workers or 44 at 16, almost 17 minutes. I'm pretty sure that the AI has more macro than this. 2 buried Banelings, that's actually kind of interesting. See if he has enough attention to blow them up. Now, this is getting pretty long here, so we're going to go a little faster again. Now right here we have a Nidus. I'm not sure what's going to come out of this Nidus, but the Mutalisks are diving. Imagine they would dive here. No, stop. Do something with them. Do something with the Mutalisks. Back over here, though. Looks like the Baneling's connecting here. We're missing, and now the Lurker's just really pushing in here. There's no answer for these Lurkers. The Mutalisks just don't have the firepower to deal with this. They're going to take such inefficient losses going for it. Maybe when this dies, when the Broodies come out and these larvae pop, you can go for it. I'll just wait a couple more seconds for these Zerglings. Well, no, you have enough Mutalisks to finish this off. You have enough. Oh, go back. Look at this. You have like 26 Mutalisks or something. 28 Mutalisks against 10 Hydras. Sure, it's not efficient, but you can take it out and then take out these Lurkers. Don't let them get away. Don't make the game longer. Don't lose your Overseer either. Come on. You have by far enough. You have 2/2 upgrades on everything. He only has +1 attack. He couldn't do it. Could not make himself attack. What is this? Okay, here we go. Now, the Hydras have been reinforced at this point. This might actually work, which would be hilarious. Honestly, you should just go in. You have way more than him. Before there's the reinforcements. You have to go before these showed up. Oh, Baneling. I really want to see all these Banelings detonate and miss. Because Lucivore is kind of making me mad here. He's refusing to win the game. He's refusing to make the game end. He really could have just dived the 10 Hydras and Lurkers earlier. He had an Overseer. But at this point, he's right on top of the Banelings. Oh, he's so close. He unburrowed them and missed the Hydras. You should have had the Mutas coming at the same time. They would have gotten some damage off there. This is kind of sad. I was rooting for Lucivore because I thought he was going to do a cool move, but I'm pretty sure you're supposed to detonate the Banelings, not unburrow them, and you're also supposed to do it on the Hydras, not the Lurkers. Because the Hydras are the threat. The Lurkers do not threaten your army in any way. You only have air units. The Zerglings and Banelings here, those we're not going to be fighting. They weren't going to be doing anything. But here we go. Both of them have averaged 1 worker a minute, by the way, at this point. It's every 30 seconds, one of them has collected 1 worker. And I'm just saying it that way because they should have more. Now the Muta's diving here. Finally he understands that he has enough numbers and upgrades to run him over. Keep going! Go! Don't give up! You got him on the run. You need to rebuild your bases. You need to pressure him to give you opportunity to do so without being attacked. Go! No, these Lurkers aren't that important. Go! Attack! Look, you're giving him time to get these spore colonies up again. Spore crawlers. Why do you make the game so hard on yourself? Whatever. Alright, Lucivore's gonna lose. I've already decided it. He doesn't want to win, so why should I want him to win? I think he should lose. So I think RathFr Nick's gonna win. Lucivore is definitely not going to. He doesn't have the mindset to win a game. He's just gonna sit here and like try and defend, and then when his opponent gives up, maybe he'll win. Look, he could have done this a long time ago. At least you're doing it now. But look, now the Hydralisks have been reinforced, and now there's spore crawlers here. If you did this a minute or two ago, there would have been nothing here. You would have wiped the base. You could have might even killed the hatchery. But at this point, you're just getting repelled. You can't sit around and do nothing. When you win a fight, you should take advantage of it. Either pressure your attack or macro up behind it. You didn't do either. You made 1 hatchery. That's not really counting. Now, the Mutas again here, they have spectacular upgrades for this point in the game, right? They have 2/2. And looking at what RathFr Nick is, he has like no upgrades again still. Look. Lucivore's got 2/2 on his ground, and he's got +2. He's got 2/2 on his flyers too. So these are spectacularly well upgraded compared to his opponent. Sure, you should have 3/3 at this point, but he's distracted. Look, he's going to lose another base. Now these spines, the burrow drone's helping him out. The spine's doing decent work. The Mutas have to return back here. Now Lucivore is going to save his drones and his base, which is pretty good, but I don't care. I want him to lose. RathFr Nick, let's see what he's doing. He needs upgrades though. He's getting Adrenal before +1 melee attack. Just let that sink in. He's getting Adrenal before +1 melee attack. That just doesn't seem right. And I'm sure if I do the math, that's not right. I'm 100% sure the +1 on the melee damage would be more effective at this point. And more cost effective, well, more cost effective of an upgrade to get. Alright, we're gonna have the Vipers here. We have Viper Hydra against Mosquito. Now, the Vipers might just win him the game here. Honestly, just put a Parasitic Bomb on here, I think the game's over. So that would be pretty cool. He does lose a base though. I think Lucivore is kind of lost. He's gonna go hide again, because why not? That's all he knows how to do. RathFr Nick needs more money. At least that's what I'd say if he didn't have a bank. And oh my goodness, Lucivore's bank's just as massive. It's bigger. He doesn't have any more bases still. He needs to take one over here. This Nidus has been here for like 7 minutes. I don't even think a unit came out of it. Lucivore's still here. Yeah, that's right, RathFr Nick. Level 3 ranged attack definitely goes with that Adrenal you just researched. Yeah, definitely how the priority should be here. Is that 9 Infestors? Why do we have 9 Infestors? What are the Infestors gonna do? I understand RathFr Nick wants Infestors. He wants the fungal growth, the mutas, and then hit him with a bomb. But I don't really know what the Lucivores is gonna try and kill Hydras with the fungal damage. Kinda lost here. He's even getting pathogen glands. Now, the mutas are fighting here. Now, the problem is, the Vipers are an issue. They have to be dealt with. Maybe he wants to, I don't know, steal the Vipers, who knows. There's the fungals over all the Hydras. Actually really well done, but not well done as this Parasitic Bombs. Tons of damage here. Now, the fungals do wear off. And finally, RathFr Nick's plowing through here, taking out all the Mulisks, despite his clearly inferior upgrades. Just had the great composition to win, I guess, although this is 100% Lucivore's game to lose, and he did manage to lose it. Now, can you please leave? It's already been 25 minutes, why are we still here? You gotta get out. You've got no money, and your base is besieged by Lurker Hydra. You have 4 burrowed Infestors. Look at the income. You got 300 minerals a minute. Firing the fungal growths at a Lurker, yeah, that's definitely something I wanna... That's definitely the counter right there. Ruthen's coming out, trying to do something. Now, the RathFr Nick does not have an Overseer here. He's just building up Zerglings. 30 Lings, those... Let's just double check. Yeah, those 30 Lings with Adrenal Glands and no attack upgrades. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before. You know what? I'm actually sure I have never seen that before, because it's stupid. Now, we do have the 2 Lurkers running in here. These Zerglings, finally with detection, will manage to kill 1. I'm not sure about the second. They do get the second one. So, maybe in his mind, Lucivore thinks he's winning, but he has 8 supply. Now he's at 10. Thank you. I guess that's what a Masters tournament looks like. Who knew?